Hi everyone, welcome to Python programming video series. I'm your professor Ma. In this video, I will explain how indexing and slicing works in list. What I'm about to talk about also applies to tuple and string. First, let's see some examples. Open Jupyter Notebook in console. As you can see, I have created a new notebook. First things first, you will need to import NumPy. I will create a new list, a short list to illustrate some examples. As you can see, list 1 includes 5 elements, all of them integers beginning from 0 and ending with 4. Indexing is straightforward. I can index a particular item using the index anchor. For instance, using index 1, I get the element 1, which is the second element. Using index 3, I get the element 3, which is the fourth element. However, what happens if I use a slice? If I slice by 1 to 3, I got elements 1 and 2, which is the second and the third element. But the fourth element, which is number 3, is left out. How come? To better understand index, let me introduce the index notation. As you can see, this is the same list that I created just now. The big font numbers in the box are the element values. For instance, integer 0 in the first box, integer 1 in the second box, and so on and so forth. The smaller font red numbers on the top of the boxes are index anchors. They also begin from 0, and the index anchors and the elements form a one-on-one association. They are positioned at the same place. And because of this simple notation, the examples introduced earlier works. To better understand slicing, it is better to introduce the slice notation, and it needs a little bit more work. As you can see from the graph, compared to the index anchors, the slice anchors are positioned in between the square boxes. The anchors also begins with 0 and ends at the length of the entire list. So even though the index anchors ends at 4, the slice anchors ends at 5. Based on this notation, a slice takes elements in between the anchors. For instance, in this example, if I slice by 1:3, I will get those elements between the slice anchors of 1 and 3, which is the elements 1 and 2 with the indexes 1 and 2. In another example, if I slice by 2:5, I get the elements between the slice anchors of 2 and 5, which are numbers 2, 3, and 4 with indexes 2, 3, and 4. It helps to review the formal notation of slice. The formal slice notation includes 3 elements: the start position, stop position, and an optional step value. Let me use letter A to refer to the start position and use letter B to refer to the stop position. A slice begins with element with the index anchor A. A slice ends before the element with index anchor B. If the step value is default value 1, then the number of elements returned by the slice is a result of B minus A. So for example, if I slice by 1:3, I will get 3 minus 1 equals 2 elements. And if I slice by 2:5, I will get 5 minus 2 equals 3 elements. Python allows you to use negative index. For instance, this is how the positive and negative indexes are associated. So, if you want to select the value 1 with index 1, you can use a negative index like this. And to select the value 3 with positive index 3, you can use negative index minus 2. Likewise, the negative slice notations are the opposite of the positive slice notations. For instance, to slice the two values 1 and 2, instead of using the positive slice 1:3, I can also use -4:-2, like this. And to get the elements 1, 2, and 3, I can do this. And likewise, if you subtract A from B, which is -1 minus -4 equals 3, and we got 3 elements exactly as predicted by B minus A. I hope this video really helps you better understand the index and slice of lists. And the same skills can be used exactly the same with tuple and strings. I hope you have enjoyed this video. See you next time.